It's actually really hard to believe that music video came out in 2019. That's incredible. I mean, the visuals, speak for itself. And we sit here and we talk about, supporting our own through the music. Let's buy the songs. Let's go to these events. And I think content like this is testament to the fact that if you invest, in what you believe in, it actually pays off, and it lasts the test of time. And I mean, music is music. Now we're in a generation where it comes so quickly, but how can you make sure what you're doing is going to stand still, so to speak? Welcome to MX24 TV. This is MXLIVE, the show where we have fun. We're calm here, we're very, what's the word? We're very chill, chill guys. We're very elevated. My producer is saying demure, she said I had to put that out there. Please send us messages, MX24 TV, every single platform, hashtags MXLive. Look for us, send us messages again in reference to the shows we're part of, to the questions we're asking, to the guests we bring on here, to the music we play, because this show is for you and it's by you. Everything you want to see is what we bring you. And I have someone here who I'm a fan of, who's a friend, who's one of the most beautiful ladies I've seen in my life. I'm not just saying that because she's here, I say that all the time. If you want to find out, stay tuned and we'll be right back. So they wanted to catch me doing moves, but gangster way. I just enjoy from a distance. And I really, really enjoyed that video. And today I'm going to be asking and pleading my guests to give us more creative visuals like this. Please send us messages, MX24 TV, the hashtag is MXLive, on every single platform. Yes, we're on Snapchat, TikTok, X, Instagram, and everywhere else. Now, I have an Afropop artist, a creative director, and a human rights activist sitting in front of me. Oh, plus a very, very beautiful lady. How you doing, darling?
Oh, why these formalities?
Because you're on air, so I have to be gentle, How you doing, Debbie?
I'm good, thank you.
You're looking lovely.
Thank you.
Is pink your thing?
Yeah, I love pink, but this year I'm trying to do more blue, but today I was in a pinky mood.
Oh.
Yeah.
Because I'm not a fan of the jersey as much. I'm not a Real Madrid guy. So
Yeah.
I was asking you.
You are what guy? Man U?
Yeah, Manchester United. I mean, the greatest club in the world. So.
Which is doing so poorly now.
I mean, tough times don't last. And, you hit down.
Well, it's been lasting for Man U for some time
now.
now.
You get hit down
really
9 times, you stand up 10.
Why? Are you people pussycats?
And we will keep
9
going
lives.
on and going on and going on. Debbie, what have you been up to? Because obviously I see you on social media.
Okay.
I see the things you're up to, but for the fans who, want, I would say, more of you, because fans are never satisfied, right? And you know this, you've been doing this for years.
Yes, yes.
What has Debbie been up to, even away from music?
Okay, so most recently, something that's different from music, which I love, is fashion. So in September, I went with Viva Accra. That is fashion brand, luxury shop from Ghana.
Okay.
Attended some fashion shows in Milan, Italy.
Wow.
Yeah, some of the top designers like Dolce & Gabbana,
wow.
Alberta Ferretti, Elisabetta Franchi.
I need to get my Google out for
and
these
some
names.
others, yeah, I know. So I was at Fashion Week Milano, which was really a good experience. You see that it's not easy rushing from show to show when there's more shows during the day. There's traffic. Sometimes the Ubers and taxis go on strike because it's really hot. Everyone is in Milan, that city at that time. And then later on, they move to Paris, right? So been doing the fashion stuff. As I said, this year I've been wearing more blue, lots of blue. So if you go on my Instagram to
So that's
pictures,
deliberate?
No, it's it's a mood I'm in, and then I try to stick to it.
Okay.
But of course, I've always loved pink. I do love pink. During that time, I was preparing to drop my latest single, which is Manka, which features Papi Kojo. We haven't done the video yet, but hopefully we will do it before Papi leaves for Italy.
Okay.
I've just been very busy with, it's the December started really early, the dirty December.
Yeah.
So I've been doing a lot of appearances at clubs, lounges, and stuff like that. I think people just want to use, not just, the image.
Yes.
Maybe the brand.
It is,
yeah,
though.
to promote, their new lounge or, an existing lounge that, they want more clientele to come to and stuff like that. So I've been doing a lot of appearances. I've also done a bit of radio, TV because of the new song, just like 1 or 2. And what else have I been doing? Well, planning, you know, the concept for the next video because I do the creative.
Just like you did in your previous videos.
Yes,
wow.
yes. So when it comes to the production, like I handle production myself, and I also more often than not do the creative direction.
Okay.
Most often than not myself.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, the Ama Piano video you just saw, Nuti Fafa did the styling.
Okay.
But I always, you know,
I love the styling in that
also
video,
have
especially in the
input.
pool. You know, the
Yeah.
yellow really popped with
Yeah,
the
it
white.
popped, yeah.
They really match, yellow and white.
Yeah.
It makes
yeah.
sense, right?
It does make sense.
Especially in those proportions.
Yeah, and then with the water being
You
looking
know,
blue with the
yeah,
yellow and white,
I
was
could look
really
at it
nice.
over and over and over.
Which
I don't know.
proportion?
Yes, like the distance.
I thought
Yes,
the
it fits
pool
well.
side, the
Yes,
proportion.
it goes up.
It was
So,
it was going up?
Yeah, yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
And then, wait, the other video, the Libi Libi with Yapo,
Yeah,
I did the, what's the word? The styling and creative direction, but I had stylists who provided the clothes.
Okay.
Like I had Lakopoi create that mermaid costume for me, and then the maid servants costumes, and you know, it was exaggerated. So yeah, I just give the direction. And
Debbie, you've been someone who really loves acknowledging people you work with.
Oh,
Every
yes.
single platform I see you on, right? Even when you're tagging on Instagram and on X, and this shouldn't even be a thing. But with the world we live in, you know, oh, I have a certain number of followers. No, are you on, so to speak, my level yet? People, writers I spoke to, right? Here we speak about, you know, writers not being acknowledged, but it's their work. Why is that important for you? And do you think we're getting past that? You know, just acknowledge me for the work I brought forward.
Yeah, and people still don't give credit and don't acknowledge. I can't really explain why, but I feel like, I mean, you're not going to lose anything at all. And I always put myself in someone else's shoes and imagine how they'll feel. Even if you've paid the person, if you love something, share it.
Yes.
Like, why are we quick to share things that we hate or things that are not nice? Rather, invest that energy. Like, let's say I listen to a song from you and I like it. I should share it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't see why I'll keep it to myself.
Yeah.
It's like when you have good news, you want to share it. Or maybe, well, in Africa, they don't want to share the good news. They're afraid. They'll say a witch or a
Just give it to
wizard.
themselves.
Yeah. But you have nothing to lose, like putting other people on. And I always say this, even if they don't appreciate you later on or acknowledge you, it's fine. You felt like doing that at that point in time. At that point in time, it made you happy. So don't regret. You've done your part. You've put positivity into the world. So just leave it. And yeah, you have nothing to lose.
I like that.
Yeah.
I like that. That's something we can really learn from. I think fashion in Ghana.
Yeah.
We've become very open-minded, should I say. And things can, or human beings are naturally very stereotypical. You know, if you dress like this, then you must be like that. If your hair is like this, then you must be like this. You know, if you. What do you think about that also, fashion in Ghana? Are we moving forward with the times? You know, are you impressed by what you see? Conversations like, oh, it's Benkun, this is not original, you know, buy the original. Like so many conversations that come with fashion. What do you think about fashion in Ghana?
This is a very vague question,
Yeah.
but okay, so let me take it from, okay, so with the creatives in this country, they are open-minded when it comes to fashion, and they do understand, and they don't expect you to, like, someone to be like, oh, why is Debbie wearing boxing shorts and this jersey? She's not a guy. Or the creatives understand. But I also understand why the general populace would not understand, because we've been raised in a certain stereotypical way that, oh, it's only boys who wear this and jersey, and then the girls have to wear maybe kaba and slate. Why are you laughing at kaba and slate? Or skirts, you know, that kind of vibe. So, of course, it's not everyone will understand it now. We have a long way to go, and we are still a very religious country, and that has taken over a lot of our minds. So we expect things to be like, we don't want guys to be wearing earrings and stuff like that. But the truth is that, like what India Arie said in her song, you are not what you wear. It's just clothes, okay? And someone would say guys shouldn't wear wrapper or like dresses, or guys shouldn't wear skirts, right? But Jesus always wore a wrapper. Like, he's still hanging in the church in a wrapper, right? Which is something they would say, oh, it's women that need to wear that. And we have Muslim men wearing dresses, right? The jalabia is like a dress, isn't it?
Okay.
It's long and flowy. Like, it shouldn't matter. What you wear shouldn't matter. People shouldn't judge you by your outward appearance. People should get to know you, talk to you, and then, because you are not what you wear. Clothes are just clothes. Clothes don't have a soul. You have a soul. Does that make sense? Yeah, and yeah, we should try and break out from that stereotype where, oh, blue is for boys, pink is for girls. Because you have some boys that love wearing pink. Like, One Love is a guy, but he loves to wear pink. And then I think that men even look very beautiful or handsome in like a pink shirt or a pink Lacoste, or So it shouldn't be a big deal. Now, as I said, because of the religion and all that, saying that, oh, a man should dress this way, trouser. The suit and the trouser is not even our African culture, right? So if you're going to say all this and that, then all of us, we are all wrong. We should be frying in tama. How do they call it? When in tama, we fry in tama, yeah. And like traditionally, and with our African roots and history, the men wear cloth, So clothes shouldn't, define who you are. And you know how like some men cross-dress, right? The whole cross-dressing thing, and then we call it. Some cross-dress, and we call it drag, like a drag show.
Yeah.
But someone made a statement the other day, which made a lot of sense to me. Do you know that at the end of the day, we are all in drag? Because this thing might be to someone who lives a very simple life, maybe in the village, and they see all these colors, and it can be drag to someone. So I feel like we're all drag, and who gets to say which one is more drag than the other? Because drag is just clothes, accessories, maybe makeup, the shoes you wear. That's drag, right? So to somebody, as I said, this could be a lot. Do you get what I'm saying? So who gets to determine this is drag and this is...
So you think we should move with the times? Is that fair to say? Because with culture, right, and you said religion, with culture and how people are raised, they have a certain conception of life, understanding. Like you use the word vague. Vague means uncertain, right?
Yeah.
Not having an understanding of something, so to speak.
Or being a lot, like it's a wide range.
A wide
to talk
range,
about,
right? To talk about all these little things end up in the pot of the conversation.
I think we should go back. You see, they don't really teach us our true African history in schools. So that's why all we know is Bible and Quran. But that's not our culture. But now people argue that, hey, this and this is not our culture. It's not our culture. But that means we've accepted white Christianity or Arab Islam as our culture, but that's not our culture as African people. So if you look back at how our forefathers lived, they never had a problem with a man wrapping cloth or wearing wrapper. You understand? There was no problem with that, and the world was fine. Nobody died from that. Do you get what I'm saying? But because of religion, we make it like a big deal. Like, no, you should dress this way. Like, if right now you wear a skirt, will you die or someone die? It's just clothes. You can take it off. Do you get what I'm saying? But we make it such a big deal because we're thinking of what someone else would say or how someone would feel. But it should be about the person in those clothes and how they feel. If they are happy and they are comfortable, why can't you be happy for them? Does that make sense?
What if someone said, I have what I accept and I have what I don't? Something Dave Chappelle said that I love so much is, I don't have to agree with your lifestyle, but I can still love you for who you are. You're a human being. I respect what you do. But let what you do be what you do, and let what I do be what I do. So if Sister Debbie says tomorrow, I want to wear jeans and a skirt, and kabe and slits, okay, that's what you do. But maybe I don't accept it. I don't want to deal with it because of the culture, like you're saying, maybe the religion.
But you are not the one wearing it, so you don't have to accept it or deal with it or like it, because you are not the one wearing it, you see. Like, in life, once someone is doing something that doesn't hurt you or harm you, it should be none of your business. Once someone is not stealing from you or robbing you of something that would affect you, like robbing you of your watch or stabbing you or hurting you emotionally, it's not a problem at all. So whatever you do in life, once you're not hurting or harming anybody, there's no wrong. Yes.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I think I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
And, I've heard, these I'm put in a position where I get to listen views, like extremely of different people. And I think one thing I have been blessed to understand is listening and trying to understand these views. maybe as you're saying, you know, whether you accept it or not is up to you. But I think the problem is projecting onto somebody else. What do you think about that end of the conversation? Like, if Sister Debbie comes to me, because these things kind of say, okay, I'm wearing this, you have to accept it. Or that's not what you're saying. I just want us to have an understanding of that. Okay, accept what I'm wearing for who I am. Or don't mind what I'm doing. It's my business. Do you understand my question?
No, because are you actually talking about clothes or something
Yeah,
else?
everything else. You know, the acceptance of who people want to be. I've seen you're a human rights activist, you know,
Yeah,
with the
advocate,
LGBTQ.
yeah.
You know, what do you think about the state of
Okay,
that
so it's
conversation?
not who they want to be, it is who they are.
Okay.
Yes, so that's how they've been created. We have different types of people. And if you look back into the beginning of the time, even in the Bible, they talked about queer people. But don't forget that the Bible and the Quran were written by mere humans like us, who also maybe because they didn't like a certain thing, they chose to cut out and leave out. Like if you're editing your video, you will cut out what
you want.
You don't want.
Okay.
So it's just a human writing and just being, you know. The reason that they call it, you know, homophobia or transphobia, phobia means to be afraid, right? And usually human beings we fear what we do not understand. The same as people with albinism, what we call albinos, right? Persons with albinism. Still, to this date, in parts of Africa, their limbs are being cut off. You know this, right?
Yeah, sadly.
And sadly, so is it their fault that they were born that way? And I always ask this question when I'm arguing online, you know, being an advocate, that there has been no reports, honestly, ever since this whole discussion came up because of the MP who is pushing for it so feverishly out of the blue, because in 2015, his view was different when his party was in power. And then when his party wasn't in power, after he went to the US and attended some conferences and joined some groups of people, his view now switched. Okay. With all this push and everything, I always ask, nobody has ever come to report that someone made them gay or someone made them lesbian. No child, this hasn't been in any news in Ghana that a child has come to report to the parents or to news or to the police station. There's no such report. There's nothing like this happening that, oh, someone went to report that, oh, someone made me gay or someone made me lesbian. Up to now, no one has turned me lesbian, right? So what is the urgency? Now, the other thing I want to say is that nobody can make you what you were not born to be, right? What I'm saying is, people say, oh, but the act. I don't have a problem about the act. What act? How do you know about the act? What act? What have you seen? I haven't seen anything like that. The other day, Charlie Dior said on radio, he's never ever seen two men kissing in Ghana. So what is this whole uproar and this brawl? So we have to ask ourselves, this person or these people pushing it, what have they got that we don't know about? Do you get it? Since the beginning of the time, there's never been an issue with queer people. We all know queer people in our communities. We have popular people. If you look at the top people reigning on TikTok now, they are mostly queer or feminine, or like guys who are effeminate and stuff like that. We love the entertainment. We love their creativity. They are talented. I feel like from the beginning of time, human beings have been afraid of the power, the creativity, and the intelligence that queer people have, because they are like a combination of both worlds or both genders. That is what I feel and believe. Do you get it? And you should ask yourself, okay, so how come I haven't turned lesbian? Like, if you are not attracted, like, I'm not attracted to a woman, right? The same way you are maybe attracted to women, that's the same way a gay person is attracted to a man. Okay. And yeah, they will also not understand why you're attracted to a woman.
What made you want to fight this fight the way you do so publicly? Was there an instance? Did you see somebody getting attacked? Because again, this is something you believe in. This is something you fight for. Yeah. Again, you're very public about it. You do not hide it. So again, back to the question, what made you want to be this bold?
Because, you know, growing up, I also didn't understand it. But later, you know, I feel like we need to grow and evolve and understand. That was because I was young and I didn't understand. But I came to realize that, oh, it's normal. There's queer people around in the communities. You even see like a 3-year-old boy who always wants to wear his mother's heels or wear dresses and wants to wear the makeup. So are you saying that someone came and they said there's an agenda? Someone came and, how do you call it? They said, fill a form. We are making a movement or a group of people. You get an effeminate boy in Amankwetia who has never watched TV before or they don't have Instagram, let's say, in certain parts. So what is this about Western import? It's not a Western import. Do you get what I'm saying? It is not a Western import. And people need to read our African history. If you look into African history, our forefathers lived in harmony with let's say, Kojo Besia. I always tell people that, you know, we had our local languages before the foreigners brought English, Portuguese, French, whatever. Let's say English, right? So how did the word Kojo Besia exist if Kojo Besia did not exist from the beginning of time? How did the word Oba Bema exist? Our forefathers lived in harmony with them. So let's say you are a man, you are married, your wife goes to maybe to help you on the farm, maybe you go somewhere else or whatever, and there's so many children. There's always a Kojo Besia that's helping to wash, take care of the children, cook. And nobody causes any harm to anybody, but you have an effeminate man who knows how to do both things. They can cut firewood, at the same time they can carry the baby on the back and help you and support you. So there was a lot of elasticity between us back then. But honestly, it was the whites and the colonial masters who brought homophobia as another way to divide us, to put us against each other. It's divide to conquer, the same way they brought religion to divide us. Now, we have churches competing among them. So, Amy, my church is better than you. Amy, my pastor is better than you. We see pastors on TV. They're insulting each other and competing. You have seen that before, right? Yeah, we have all these different types of, what do they call them? So we have the charismatic churches, then we have the, you know, the Presbyterian, and they compete with each other. And that's not right. But then, yeah, what I'm saying is that what they brought onto us was divide to conquer. So they brought homophobia. Like Africans as people, we are not homophobic. If you go to, I have a very good friend from Cotonou, Benin. She's my hairstylist, right? She'll tell you that, she said when she moved to Ghana, she was confused, like, what's the big deal? They live in harmony there. And you know what I've realized? The countries that these evangelicals go, that they are going to stop LGBTQ people, like, you can't stop God's creation. They haven't gone to the countries that are strong in voodoo, that believe in the African culture. They've gone to Uganda, which is very religious, highly religious Christian country. They've gone to Nigeria and passed the law there, right? And now they are trying to bring it to Ghana. These are evangelical far-right people. There's a group called the World Family Congress. If you go and do research on them, they are highly known for pedophilia, and that is molesting and touching children. But that is the group the MP making so much noise has collaborated with and is trying to force this thing on us. But you ask yourself, what is the urgency? What's happening? Like, is someone dying? Has someone reported any case? All the cases I hear is straight men raping women or straight men raping little girls. It's not LGBTQ people. Think about it. So what's the urgency? There's war in Boku. There's been war for the past couple of years or years. Nobody is talking about, but that, they're killing people, killing women and children. You said, oh, you are doing it to protect the children. But the children are on the streets begging. Have you taken them off the streets? There's children begging on the streets or sitting on cement blocks in Ningo Pram Pram or under trees. Have you helped them? So what is this about, protect the children? It's the uncles, the fathers who are molesting children in the home. Now, I also tell people that whether you are gay or you are straight, once you touch a minor, it's a crime. But these same old people who are fighting to pass this law, to just jail queer people, are the same people who are allowing chiefs to marry 12-year-olds and 11-year-olds. So what exactly is that? What are you talking about? Are you actually trying to make this a law so that when you touch kids, they can't talk about it? Because it's wrong to say that I was, like, a small boy cannot say that I was in this bad situation with a man. Are you rather trying to silence people? Because there's nothing going on. But these same old men, some of them have been accused of sleeping with minors. Yes. And then when we talked about the 12-year-old at Nungwa, they said, no, first she was not anymore 12, now she's 16, and they were defending it. And then, so which children are you actually protecting? Are you really protecting the children? Because I still see, you can go to Cantonment, you will see like 12, 15 children grouped together, begging, sitting on the floor, flies, dirty. How are you? You're not helping the children. So how are you protecting the children?
Interesting.
Yeah.
This is a conversation, you know, I really love to extend, you know, on another day and,
it's a lot.
and
it's a
sit
lot.
down
So, yeah.
and pick your brain on because, yeah, you are saying that it is a lot. You know, I've seen things online where people, I saw this thing the other day, minor attractive and so many other things.
What does that mean? Minor?
People who say they're attracted to like kids.
That's
you know?
pedophilia.
Yes.
And
you know.
yeah, that is actually a problem. And LGBTQ people are not pedophiles. Anyone who is a pedophile has to be jailed. But if, let's say, you are two consented adults and you love each other, how does that take away from you? But if you are an older person and you want to touch a minor, that is a problem because we believe that the minor is not of age to make decisions for themselves. Does that make sense? Once you touch a minor, you are wrong, whether you are gay or you are straight. Once you do something with an animal or a minor, that is wrong because you can't seek consent of the animal. And you can't seek consent of the child because the child is not at an age where they can make a decision for themselves. You are molesting the child. And I always say that child marriage is pedophilia, is slavery, is molestation, and it's rape all in one. So if you are really concerned about the children, let's fight against child marriage. But there's already a law against child marriage in Ghana. And there's already a law against unnatural carnal knowledge, which people don't know. So there's already a law against, let's say, being a homosexual because unnatural carnal knowledge covers that. We already have that law in Ghana. So what is the use of this law? Now, the unnatural carnal knowledge law covers blowjob. So anything oral, anything anal, anything that is not penis to vagina is unnatural carnal knowledge. And we already have that law existing in Ghana. And we also already have a law against rape. If you rape, it's a crime. So if you do anything that's not the usual sex, which I said, it's also a crime. So what is the use of this new one? And this new one is very draconian. It's extreme. Some of the things that in the bill that they've passed says things like, if you are a parent and you don't go and report that, please, my son is Kojo Besia, you are going to jail. If you are a lawyer and you want to fight for the rights of the gay or queer person, you are also going to jail. If you are a doctor and a gay guy goes to the hospital to treat malaria, whatever, you, the doctor, because you don't report, you are also going to jail. This is the bill that they want to pass. If you are a guy and you wear something, maybe you wear something that they feel like is for a woman to wear, maybe pink, you can go to jail. Now, you tell me, does this make sense? Because one day I can decide I want to wear baggy. Maybe they will not recognize me that, oh, it's Sister Debbie. That means they can also arrest me because why have you dressed like a guy? Do you get what I'm saying?
So you think we should have more conversations around that law? Or
they've been having conversations.
Because the thing is, some people might also say,
let me say one thing before I forget.
Please do.
These people that are pushing this bill, have you noticed that they haven't done programs on TV letting people know what it's about? They should do programs like short skits in maybe Hausa, Ewe, Ganch. They don't want you to know what it's about because they want to get you and jail you. And unfortunately, it will be mostly poor people or hustlers that will be jailed. And then you ask myself, but why do they want to jail you? The other day I was having this discussion with my mom, like, what's the benefit of, prisons and prisoners? She was like, it's free labor. You get free labor. So this American group that is working with this MP to pass this into law, already they collaborated with the Presbyterian churches. The Presbyterian churches have built 3 prisons waiting to jail LGBTQ people. What is the benefit of that? It's free labor. They can be, or cheap labor. They can be working for American companies and these ones for cheap or for free. And also when you have prisons, you get a lot of donations. It's a business. It's political. But when you are trying to educate your fellow Ghanaian, because it's easier to hate than to love, they would follow what the MP is saying and what the religious fanatic bodies are saying. But the group he's collaborating with, they are fascists. They are fascists. How do you pronounce it? They are against abortion. They are against contraceptives. They are against trans people. They are very extreme. It's like taking us back to like 1845. They are like they live in the past, So now, and it's a shame that women too are supporting this anti-queer thing, right? Because now you are coming for the gays. The next will be the women. Don't wear anklets. Don't wear this. Don't go out at this time. So people have moved forward. Even the Muslim countries have moved forward where now they allow women to drive in some of the Arab countries, right? But we are going back. Does that make sense? Yes. So that's why we are fighting against the passing of this because it's not necessary.
She's definitely explained herself.
I just hope you've understood it. I just hope you've understood it.
Let me ask you this. Has this honestly taken an emotional and mental toll on you at any point so far? Because we see the bubbly Sister Debbie, fighting for what she believes in. when you're in your room, in your quiet time, do you break down? If maybe not cry, do you sit down with yourself and say, wow, this is a lot for me? Or does the fact that you're fighting for what you believe in wash those things away? And I think this is not something people think about with activists when they're fighting for what they want to fight for. Has that happened to you so far?
No, like I don't break down or anything, but I just get annoyed at levels of stupidity.
Wow.
Yeah, I just get annoyed because of some of the comments and people say. That's when I say levels of stupidity. Like the kind of comparisons they make it to, and I'm like, it's not the same. But no. And I'm also okay because the same MP was exposed because there's a video, a long video, which I have on my phone, which shows him defending gay rights, saying that it doesn't matter if you are straight or gay. We have constitutional rights and there's human rights. That doesn't matter. He said people are concerned about the next meal they are going to get, whether they have clean water flowing or clean drinking water, or, you know, whether their business is going well. He said that, and that's the same person who now has gone to meet with these American bodies. These whites, they're actually racist as well. And all of a sudden you're doing this. So you have to ask yourself, what is in it for the guy? Because there's no war with, are queer people doing rallies? Are they on the streets with spears attacking people? There's nothing like that happening. Everything has been calm. Do you get what I'm saying?
Are you willing to have an open conversation?
With who?
With the MP, you know, or anyone who's fighting this on a public platform?
Oh, he was invited on a show with One Love and another person, and he said he's not going to go to have that discussion. So I don't think he would. Okay,
maybe one day. Maybe one day. Because conversations are important.
No, but I don't think he can banter with us. Because you know why? When you fight for love, you are always winning. You are fighting for violence or you are fighting for hate. I'm fighting for love, so I can never be wrong. So even if you are confused that, so did God create such people or not? Maybe you are there, you are confused. Just know that I'm fighting for love while you are fighting for hate. And I feel like love always wins. Yeah.
Wow. I would love to mediate that conversation if it ever did happen, you know, you on one side and him on one side, because...
He'll just be huffing and puffing like he always does, huffing and
because,
puffing.
As I was saying, being in this position, right, you know...
Well, I believe he's just doing it for political points.
That's what you believe?
I strongly believe because I know he's intelligent enough to know that it's natural. Especially from his previous...
What if someone says he's rather putting himself in a precarious situation because the world has moved forward and the world is accepting these things? So maybe he's not going to win as much as he wins. That's why he's truly fighting for this. What would you say to that?
When you said the world is accepting, I said earlier on that if you look at African history, we were accepting of such people. There was never a problem.
Yeah, so someone would say because of that, then he's losing. If truly he wants to stand for this, what does he have to gain in the political space?
He has money to gain because, yeah.
Wow, that's
yeah.
deep.
He put on Facebook saying, thanks to my sponsors, the World Family of Congo. He said that. You can go and check. He said that. So he has something to gain. And we have nothing. Well, what we have to gain is peace for such people, just to be left in peace.
But you can be friends, right?
Who?
You and him.
Oh, no, we can't. I don't want to be his friend.
No, you guys can accept each other or understand each other's views of life.
No, because I know what he's doing. He's doing it to score political points at the risk of endangering innocent people's lives.
And that's something you can't...
No. Why I would be a hypocrite or I'll be betraying the community that I'm an ally to, being his friend. I can't be his friend. We're
going to go for a quick commercial break. I'm sitting down with Sister Debbie, you know, the super colorful, honest, you know. We'll be right back. And we have a lot more to get into. Her music. We'll be right back. And I nearly got a date, but I messed it up. I'm saying this on national TV. So I'll get a date.
You are my kid brother.
Wait.
Oh, shit.
Wait.
The guys are so happy.
This is live, so there's no cutting here. Debbie, please, you can't do this on national TV. There's people watching.
Sweetie, you're like my kid brother.
When and me and you kid brother were?
Oh, come on.
Please, let's get to the music now. Anyways, so you have new music with Papi.
Yes. I was like, they made me so yellow. Am I yellow? Yellow, Sissy?
Yeah, you're Brighton. Yeah.
Is it Brighton? Hey!
Yeah, you're Brighton.
Are you from,
I'm still trying to get
Britain? Are you from Britain?
Yeah, from Britain.
Okay.
Brighton.
Britain.
Yeah, I'm from Brighton.
In Britain.
And you're Brighton in Britain.
Okay, cool.
So the date happened.
What date?
Please, what's the song called, Debbie?
Manka.
What's the Manka about?
It's about I Told You So.
Oh.
Yeah.
What's the story behind the song?
Oh, anyone can relate to it. Like you advise someone against something and they don't listen, or you tell someone about something and they just don't listen. Like you tell a kid, don't jump on the couch, you're going to fall and hit your head, and they still jump on the couch. So it's just Manka, I told you so, in any way you can relate to it.
Was this a culmination of things you experienced that made you put in a song? Is this something you saw online? I was like, hey, when we talk, these people don't listen. Or...
To be honest, it was someone's experience that
You
I
care to
put in
share?
the song.
Because we're not going to mention the
Okay, you
person's
know what?
name.
We're
Tell
not gonna
me.
I'm just gonna. You know what? I'll say the lines one by one. And
Let's do that.
if you are lucky enough, I might give some. What's the word? I might
Hints?
break the code. Some codes.
Okay.
Let me
Yes.
ask. Sebisi, am I allowed to break some of the codes?
Please, come
Yeah,
on.
no, you know-
Come
can
on. We're
I?
family.
Can I?
Yeah, just a little.
A little bit cool. Okay, so I'll just say like the first line of my verse. It goes like this. E no easy, yo.
Anka.
And the
You know,
second
easy,
line,
okay.
the second line is from a very popular old Ghanaian movie called I Told You So, and the actor is Bob
Oh,
Cole.
I told you so.
Yeah, so that's the concept. It was part of the
Okay.
inspiration. So after I say "E no easy," I go to Bob Cole. I told you so, and then I don't know if this part rings a bell. Give me my cigar. Oh. Does it ring a bell to anybody?
Does it?
The passing of a cigar. Does it ring the bell
Oh,
to
man.
anybody?
I'm trying to think.
Hey, you do like this. Please, not cocaine.
Yeah,
No.
that-
I beg you, please.
Who?
Hey, the producer.
Yeah. Oh, man. Okay. Let me ask you this. What do you think you've heard a lot that people should have listened or heeded to in terms of advice but didn't and really got them in trouble in your career so far?
Oh,
Or it's plenty?
no, I can't really remember. But anytime I follow my instincts and I advise someone, I'm almost always right.
Okay. In reference there, do you
But
have...
not people in the industry, I don't think. Like music industry?
Yeah, music, entertainment in general.
Oh, not really.
Is there any advice you wish you'd have taken when you were younger but had to wait till you're older to understand?
Probably. I just can't remember now.
Any regrets so far in your career?
In my career?
Yeah, maybe people you're associated with, certain moves you made. Because we can't be perfect in what we do. It's just not going to happen.
Yes, of course.
Yeah.
We can't be perfect. There might be some regrets, but honestly, they didn't really affect me in a negative way. And also, I'm the type of person that even if things don't go great for me, I always look at the positive aspects of it. Like, let's say my past relationship. While I was in the relationship, or once you are in the relationship and you are happy, or you were happy, I don't think it's something that you should regret. I feel like if you're in a situation or a relationship and you're not happy and you leave, there's nothing to regret about that.
Okay.
You rather regret when you stay in a bad situation and waste your life being unhappy, experiencing toxic moments or... Yeah, I think that's when you rather regret. Like, let's say you marry somebody and they're abusing you and you stay in it for years saying that, you are doing it for your kids. It's actually going to eventually affect your children because you're going to witness the violence, the hatred, the exchange of words. So you're rather going to make it worse. It doesn't mean you should cut your children off, speaking to, their father or something like that. But I don't think you should stay in that marriage or that situation, or rather have a negative effect on you.
But were you, looking back again, were you not happy with the fact that some of your relationships were as public? Again, you're a public figure, knowing who you're with is something that you cannot always control because you're not the only one in the relationship. But again, putting it out there and people knowing as much as it is perceived that they did, when you look on that, would you have kept them private a bit more?
No, not really, because if we're talking about, my big breakup that happened in Ghana that everyone knew about, we're both artists, and you go out together and you hang out, that's a real relationship. Like, then you are free. I like to be free. You understand? If I'm not free and you have to hide me or I have to hide you, then I don't know. I like to be natural and free.
Okay.
So I don't regret. No, it was natural. We enjoy each other's company. We go out together. We work together. I don't think that, oh, I should have hidden it. Like, people marry even 5 times and they break up. It's not a big deal. It's not a big deal. I feel like the good, what's the word? I don't know how to put it, but I'm not fighting with the person. I don't hold grudges. I think people should rather learn from me, which I think someone did. You know, just stay calm, learn from me, be positive, look at the positive
It's not
aspects
always
of it.
easy when emotions are involved, though.
It's not easy. You'll be hurt, okay? You'll be hurt. By the end of the day, it's not, like, it can happen. And, you know, but just, you know, you need to take care of yourself. And it's not the end of the world, okay? People marry, they have 7 children, 12 children, they break up. They have to keep going. You have to keep going. Like, maybe as a woman, you have to be strong for your children. You can't just leave yourself and then forget your children because of, you know, your partner. Your children are your blood, so you need to be strong and, you know, live for your kids. Don't keep a grudge that, oh, this person did this to me. It's not the end of the world, you know. Yeah, I don't regret anything. I'm a pop artist. I make music out of my experiences. If I didn't experience that, I will not have I won't have Kakalika Love, which you love so much, for example, you know, in that relationship. But no, I don't regret stuff. I always look at the positive aspect. What did I learn? What did I experience? What did I also gain? I don't stay in it long when I'm unhappy. As soon as I'm not happy with something, then I'll just leave. It's not, you know, it's not by force.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. So is our day going to be like public or private at this point? Since I'm not your
You want to eat at Chop Bar, people will see us eating there, but they'll say, oh, is this your brother? I'll say yes.
Nobody's going to say that, Deborah.
Sweetie, we look similar.
No, we don't.
We have similar hey, I'm very yellow. But my brothers have this complexion, so.
Oh my God. How's it working with Papi Kojo on this one? And why him for this song?
Papi Kojo. Papi, like, was one of the perfect people for this song. We've wanted to make music together for a long time. We just haven't had the chance or the concept.
Okay.
And this was perfect. The song is a tiny bit shady, and Papi and I are known to be a bit. Well, ask Papi who he shaded in the song.
Does anyone know who he shaded? So I could ask right now. These people are not going to tell me.
They should go and listen to the song well.
Okay, so if I listen to the song, I'll find out
their name is in the song. For Papi's verse, the name is even in the song.
Okay, we're going to play the song.
You see, I've given you a lot of clues.
Yes.
Yeah, you can play one of the reels I sent in, right?
Yeah. We're definitely going to find out who, you know, was being shaded. With as open and as honest as you are, does it annoy you when, you know, you hear certain things that... I've gotten about 4 messages, you know, people telling me they need a part 2 and part 3 of this conversation, because obviously for this show it's, you know, it's
wait, where did you get the message? You checked on your phone?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, because I didn't see you check. I'm like,
yeah,
hey,
you know, I'm slick like that. Yeah, you know.
Oh gosh.
And they told me, like, they
told you what?
They need more of these conversations.
Wait, about the LGBTQ
No,
stuff?
about like talking to you and picking your brain and understanding, you know, why
Maybe
you
I should open a school and they'll pay. Money.
I mean,
pay for the course.
when we go on our dates, then we can, talk about these things. I'm going to push that brother thing to the side.
Okay, no problem.
Do you know, funny
Where are
enough,
you taking me on the dates?
funny enough, I have no siblings, no sisters, no brothers, so it's not possible.
I think I remember something like that.
So it's not possible.
Oh,
So
it's
we can't be
possible.
family.
Ghana, I'm already Sister Derby. I'm everyone's sister. Ghana, we are brother,
She's
sister.
finding a way around
and you see
everything.
the color. Oh, brother and sister.
What's the plan for next year? Because the year is over, are we going to get more music? Are we getting more fashion?
Yeah.
From you, what's the plan from there?
Well, I'm hoping to get more gigs outside Ghana.
Okay.
That's one. And I'm planning on working on an EP.
Oh.
I'm already working on the first song. Do you want to know the title?
Tell me, yes.
Sweet Pain.
Is that a personal song? Like, is that a true story?
Yes,
If
about
it's what I'm thinking it's about.
the gymming.
Derby.
Gymming.
I thought it was like for me, and what I'm going through, what you're doing to me right now.
Oh, so it's sweet, but it's painful?
Yes,
You are
yes,
mad.
yes.
You are
So
mad.
an EP is going to be first quarter, halfway through the year.
Oh, I don't know, because usually I work with One Love, and the issue with my
Okay.
music is he's half of the year traveled in Europe, and I'm
Okay.
here. But I'll try and bring it out as soon as possible. But I'm already working on the first song, as I said. But I want to do another EP. I have just one EP out. I would love to do another EP, or maybe even two different concepts.
Okay.
Yeah.
Any shouts before you go? Any shouts at all?
Shout out to Team Derby. This sounds so old school. Jaden, Derek, Say Beauty, Christelle, Nuti Fafa, Ellen, who else? Stevie Frenchie.
Your baby sitting in front of you, you could just add.
Jason.
What? On that note, we have to sign out. We have a lot to talk about. Thank you so much for coming through.
Thank
I
you
love
for
talking to
having
you,
me.
picking your brain. Can't wait to hear the new music that you're going to
But it's like the whole interview was about LGBTQ.
Yeah, oh, okay. Really?
We talked a lot about that. It was extensive. I think your director in your ear was also enjoying it. Because he or she didn't cut you, right?
I mean, this is your platform, so we like to listen and to understand where our guests are coming from.
He or she was enjoying.
Where you're enjoying, we'll find out. Have a very wonderful afternoon, guys. We do have to let you guys, I do have to let Sister Derby go. But I'm going to be here, of course, during the week. And yes, thank you so much for tuning in. We do have more Carib now. Salut.